solutions. And let me just walk you through a quick class on probate and how to go get probate listings and what probate listings are. So what the heck is probate? Well, here's a judge saying, hey, the estate must sell the property. You got a house, you got to sell it. Okay, so for you, a real estate agent, I want you to know that probate is simply a process in which a court determines whom to assign responsibility for an estate's assets. All right, and also probate court, ultimately, it was designed as a title clearinghouse for the purpose of collecting taxes. Really, that's what they want. They want tax revenue. Right. But for you, you just need to know that there's a judge out there saying, hey, I'm going to make Judy Smith the executor of this estate. She's the one that can sign the listing agreement. All right. So let's talk about this, because probate, by the way, it's hot right now. And it always is, but it's really hot right now. And what we're seeing in the United States right now is the largest transfer of wealth from one generation, the baby boomers, to another, the X-gen. Right. That's my generation. We're the losers. You know, we're the ones that got the 3-year and the 5-year adjustable rate mortgages, and we all got hosed. But the baby boomers, they got 30-year fixed mortgages. They paid off their houses. They got a couple properties. And people die. When people die, if they did not have their estate in a living trust, and if they didn't keep that living trust updated every couple of years, guess what? When they die, it doesn't matter if they have a will, their property is going to probate. If it's worth $100,000 or more, it's going to probate court. And a judge is going to decide who gets to sell the house. Is it going to be the oldest son, the oldest daughter? Who's going to be responsible? Right? The court will make that determination. And what you need to understand is 95% of estates in America worth $100,000 or more are going through probate court. That means trillions with a T, right? In real estate, it's just happening every day. You can go down to the probate court for free and pull these leads, right? Or you can buy them for cheap. And what you need to understand is that.
How's it going? Damon Knight here. Damon as in the man. Here once again to present you another video that shall be important to you and the reason why you are in tune watching this. I made a video discussing the probate process for Indian trust lands a few months ago, but I will be going through and giving you a report on my experiences with the probate process. Now, many of us who have Native American Indian blood most likely inherit a land patent, and I also made a video on what a land patent was, discussing it thoroughly for the audience who takes heed to it. But we're talking about large acreages of land all around the nation, land that consists of maybe even almost half of states. You know, if everybody were to acquire the land that they inherit, for Minnesota, the Dakota Sioux, it's almost half of the state. Also known as the Lower Mississippi Sioux or the Eastern Dakota Bands. I mean, half-bloods in the 1850s inherited anywhere from 40 to 600 acres. And anywhere from people getting 160 acres here or 80 acres here, 20 acres here. There's a large mass scale of this land. Also, with the land, it possesses natural resources and all nature rights and privileges unto this land certificate you inherit is for your desire and is for the heir's responsibility to go ahead and set the motion for claiming it. Now, this is something that the BIA will not come out and say to Native Americans, not the Bureau of Land Management, not the Department of Interior, and not even attorneys. And that's why I'm very careful with what I say on video, because if one were to know the process, if an attorney or other tribal leaders. This would be a way that would be a quick land grab. There would be many people utilizing opportunities to be able to obtain and possess Indian trust land. Now, I'm coming out here to just talk about what I've seen on the Federal Registry. I've been through the Office of Hearing and Appeals. I've sent multiple cases through judges' desks and Secretary of Interior, his desk. My paperwork is on his desk. My success and knowledge with collaborating with others, I give all the due respect where it's deserved to the elders who taught me this knowledge. But I'm in Congress, and a lot of us can be in the same position. And what I just started was an Indian land recovery, and that's where I work closely with lineal descendants on tracing ancestral ancestors for them, finding their ancestors' land description, figuring out what is present day on these Dakota Sioux lands and how we can uh, very closely examine what we shall do with the land as of agricultural, mining, business, or preserving it for cultural practices and reasons. Also building homing and businesses, economic opportunity. This is what my experience is so far with doing that, is that I am officially determined and established the heir of Margaret Moran, who held Siouxland certificates. And anybody who wants to check the status on their restricted or trust lands, it says if it's still valid or invalid, and on the Bureau of Land Management, if it says canceled, these lands were already sold. Your ancestor either sold them, another heir obtains these lands. But if you do not have claimed land from the Sioux land scripts, not even regarding the 1886 lands or the 12 miles, this is something where I would love to help as many people around the nation as possible, because not all my knowledge comes from Minnesota. It also comes from the East Coast and Southern tribes who practice living on allotments of land, whether if that's for farming reasons, housing reasons, family populating the land, or building economic opportunity and infrastructure on their land. So if anybody wants to help, anybody wants to throw in ideas of how we can gather as many lineal descendants as possible so we can send our documents and records and birth certificates and death certificates proving our lineage, if we can combine these and send it to the correct offices, this is a non-litigation battle. That's another thing I would like to let be known, is that this is not large attorney fees, court battling decisions. The country would actually benefit from this now, because they've already wanted to release many trust fund accounts. And that's another video, is that even though when you possess account holdership, or if you possess the land to occupy or to live on your sovereign piece of ground and do what you desire with it, there were already minerals used off that land, and if there's already homes or businesses on that land, there is money in the account. Similar to how people pay the government for property tax, The Bureau of Land Management, their job is to keep accounts and records on all oil or minerals used on United States lands or Indian trust lands that have minerals or resources or development on it. They keep the account, and they don't teach this. I'd like to say that again. You cannot go to college and get this out of an institution. This is strictly and thoroughly studied information. I give the credit where it's due to the elders who taught me. So thanks for watching the video. If you feel as you are a Dakota Sioux or any other type of Native American, if the blood relation is similar, if it's close, I can almost guarantee that there are thousands and thousands and thousands of land patents and acres out there for you to claim. Thank you for watching the video. Damon Knight here, Damon as in the man. Like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you.